Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today, last week we finished Revelations. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. So today we're gonna do the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments is two spots. One is in Deuteronomy, and the other one, which is where I'm at, is Exodus chapter 20. It's verses, I think it's 12 through 17, I believe. But I think we're gonna read through. We're probably gonna read through 12 through 18. And the Ten Commandments are very important. A lot of people have failed that, and it does not mean that you don't get to heaven, when you fail in these, but it means that, you need to gather yourself up. You need to really focus on, the Lord at that point, asking for forgiveness, and don't ask for forgiveness the next day, do it again, then ask for forgiveness the next day, do it again. If the Lord knows you're trying, but you gotta stick with the Lord and try to keep His commandments. And after I read them, I got some things that Jesus said before for two of the verses, I believe. I'm not sure where they're at. Okay, so we're gonna start reading verse 12 through 18, and of course I'm gonna stop and explain some things. And there's a lot, you should really read Exodus. It's got Moses, all that. He's the one who wrote out the commandments and stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and start. Okay, it says, "Honor thy father and thy mother." So if you have good parents, you should always honor them. Because they're giving everything they got to try to raise you. And being disrespectful and basically a jerk back to him is something that God would wish you not to do. And really, even if they're not even good to you or anything, you should still always love them and everything, because God loves all the people of the world Himself, and there's murders and stuff out there, and we're all His children, and He loves us all, so you should love anybody who hates you. Alright, continue. So it says, "Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee." The first commandment is, thou shalt not kill. Second is, thou shalt not commit adultery. Third, thou shalt not steal. Fourth, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. And thy neighbor, it's talking about not specifically your neighbor that lives right next to you, but everybody's your neighbor, basically. So, everybody in the world. Alright, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking, and when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. And I'll go and read this verse 19 just real quick. I just want to see what it says. "And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear, but let not God speak with us, lest we die." But we're gonna go ahead and go over the commandments. Like the first one, thou shalt not kill. I remember Jesus saying, I remember Billy Graham explaining everything. He says, the Ten Commandments say thou shalt not kill. But I say, if you have hate against your brother in your heart, that thou hast already committed it. And it's the same thing with the second one. He said the Ten Commandments says thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you, if you have lust over anybody, you've already committed it. You have lust in your heart. You're already looking on that person with lust, or you're already hating this person to the point that you might want to commit murder whatever. And, stealing is something everybody, I think pretty much everybody has done at one time. But you shouldn't do it if it's not yours. You should respect, that it's theirs, and that you will get what you get. You may get the same thing in time instead of taking it. And the rest of them really talk about, neighbors and stuff like that, which like I said, it don't mean it has to be somebody who lives like, right next to you or something, but it means everybody is like your neighbor. So, so it goes for anybody, even if it's your own family or whatever. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. You should not destroy their property, no matter how much you hate them or whatever. You should not, rob anything in their house or anything like that. God's telling you don't do these things. Even like I said before, even if you want to hate this person and they don't like you, it doesn't mean, I've seen people who hate other people, but then people show so much love and kindness to them that they end up changing their mind about that person and loving them just as much. So, that's something to keep to yourself. And so also it's talking about, you should not covet his ox nor his donkeys, which can do with animals. It may mean that he actually has these animals. Do not, take these animals, or do not kill his animals. But it could also represent, his children, or just anything that man might own or possess, that ox or donkey could represent upon that. And just, to sum it up, he says, nor anything that is thy neighbor. So anything, his family, his things, his money, his car, anything that you could possibly sin upon somebody else, do not do, because God does not want you to do. That's why he's saying it here. He made these he's made the commandments because, to show people, you're not supposed to do these things. And Moses wrote them out on these stones and everything. I think he even broke them at one time. I think he was getting mad at people, and he actually had to go make them again. And they each said these things on them. That way people can look at them and everything, and like, God don't want me to do this. And you really need to pray on it and stuff if you are like tempted in any of these commandments or anything like that, or if you've done it before or whatever. I would just really pray on it and read the Bible and just strengthen yourself in God. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week I'm going to start reading out of another book. I don't know if it's going to be Matthew or it's going to be Acts or whatever. But I'll figure it out. And just share this video or share, the 10 Commandments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday.